And here we go, back to the game. Now I only have 2146 credits in the bank and I'm losing 323 weekly, I believe. So I need to find a way to save up some money. I have already reduced electricity down to 50% as low as it will go, and as for the water, I don't believe so. Yes, I left it at 70%. I'm going to reduce that too, and now we are at... We're losing 500, now we're losing 600. That is interesting. Why am I losing more? Oh yeah, it's gonna average out once the week goes by. So I'm just trying to use this budget tool and save up money until I start gaining money, because Sims have finally moved in. I'm going to keep following the water availability because that's the first thing that's gonna go down, because my budget is at only 50%. I have to be very careful and not allow that to go too low, unless, because then they're going to start complaining. We can see nicely that we already have our first Sims moved in. They do seem to have used each of these homes a 4x4. Some have used 3x4, I believe, but the rest have used 4x4 plots. That is to be expected. No industry and no commerce yet, commercial buildings, but I expect those to come up as soon as I have enough residential. But the question is, am I going to stay afloat with the bank balance? I am draining a lot of money and I do not have enough Sims at the moment to gain money. So I really need the number of Sims to go up. I have put myself in a corner here because I don't have enough money for roads to zone for more residential, and I just have to see what's gonna happen here. I seem to be losing a bit less money than before, but I may still go bankrupt very soon. The commercial and industry requirement has gone up, and there are still Sims that could move in, but I do not have, as I said, enough money for the roads. It should be interesting to see what happens when this hits 0, because it probably will. My upkeep for my utilities is still too high to be covered with just taxes from these Sims here. So we're down to 20 credits, and what happens when we go to 0? Oh, it's not 0, it's minus. Okay, makes sense. So are there loans in this game? Yes, there are. Here they are. Need extra cash, but that is locked until you increase the size of your city. So let's see how long am I going to be able to stay afloat with around 600 credits draining every week. So my residential zones are fully used up, but I could expand over here. Is this covered by water? Yes, it is. Is it covered by power? It will be. So I could get some more zoning done over here. It's a nice 4x4. I can zone some more residential here. And why not? I could probably zone some more over here as well. It's covered by water. It will be covered by power. So let's zone some more residential over here. The industry is coming up and online. Let's see what my first buildings are. Goods Unlimited. Pretty generic. And these other ones, a box factory. Yep, people are moving in. They will need some boxes to get their stuff in order. Ready to wear Ltd. Limited. Okay, so first industry, and now I'm at only 148, 129. I may even go down to 0 at this point if I have some more teams move in, some more industry grow up, no more need for commercial, but the industry need is high enough that I can get some more industry buildings. They'll already start polluting and they say I don't have enough power for them. Is that true? No, it's not. I have electricity and I have enough water as well. So why is there a sign here saying power? Not enough electricity, they say. Alright, but how could that be when I am producing 10 and only consuming 4? Interesting. Maybe it will work out on its own. That is possible. I am expanding with the residential, that's good. And there we go. We are now in the green. We've stopped losing money and started gaining. I probably should speak in a single, not in plural, because you guys didn't lose any money. I did. And they are still saying that they do not have enough power, which is pretty hilarious. Disconnected. Oh, disconnected. Wow, look at this. Such a small difference. Okay, but what exactly would you guys like me to do about it? Okay, let's try and use this little square here. Space is occupied. Occupied. But how are these guys having power? Their zones must be bigger. I tried to get this as nicely as possible, but it seems I failed. Well, let's find a way to do this. I'll just have to sacrifice a piece of this zone here. Not enough money. Oh right, I'm still in the negative. Should have enough soon. Interestingly enough, I'm already up to 5 megawatts of used power. I wonder what's about the water. Oh, the water is also going down. I have 14,000 that I can provide and 8,000 are being used. And do I have enough money for some power lines? 20 per cell, not yet. 55. Space is occupied. If I go here, space is occupied. Construction costs 80. Well, I will have to buy the bullets on this one. And there you go, now you guys have power. There, they're going blue, which means now they have power. Now I'm up 300 per week, it seems. If my teams need more power of water, I can increase the budget. Okay, commercial has filled in. No, actually this was the extra residential that I placed. Alright, now I do seem to have some empty lots because of these places where I have not zones next to the streets, but that is okay. I would rather have some empty lots than have entrances and exits onto these side streets where I want traffic to be flowing. Now I know that I might have overcomplicated things in the beginning, but that's just because I like to make it work from the start and not have to bulldoze things later on to make them work. This looks pretty ugly. Let's unzone this piece here. Alright. More industrial is going up. Water capacity and power capacity are going down, so they should be increased in the budget at least up to 60%. There we go. Now we have more water and more power capacity. And I'm still in the green. I'm now at around 500 plus. So, nope, I will not fail in the first attempt, it seems so far. What I need to do now is increase this game speed. Take a look around how things are functioning. Coal stored up for 39 weeks. That's pretty cool. It costs me 336 per week at the moment. But like I said, I chose the coal power plant because I think it's a better investment in the beginning. It costs only 19,000. Well, it's not only, it's 19,000, but the power that it can produce is way higher than the wind turbines, excuse me, and you can place it pretty much anywhere, while for the wind turbines you have to find the optimal place to get the most out of them. Am I creating poop already? Probably. Drain capacity. How much water is this thing going to be able to produce? Pumping capacity 60,000 cubic meters of water per week. So this should keep me running for at least, let's see, this area plus this is around 11,000 per week. So I can go 5 times this much industrial, commercial and residential. That's pretty good for just one water tower. Now I have saved up 2,000 and I have a high residential demand, so I should build more residential areas. I've already started building over here, so why not? Let's keep doing that. Connected. Unhappy faces. Why are you unhappy? Did you lose power? No. Did you lose water? No. So why would you be unhappy? Relax and be happy. No need to waste too much money. And now to zone some more residential. What? How did this get zoned? Okay, more residential over here. And can I have more residential here? Water check. Power should extend on its own. So yes, I can have more residential over here. And as I increase the amount of residential, I will probably have to... Oh, I zoned it. I see now. A moment ago when I asked why was this zoned, it's because I went like this, but when I built a road next to it, it became zonable right next to the road, so I'm keeping to this side up here this time. I will need some more commercials, so I will zone it up to about here with residential, and this side here with commercial. Let's see, 4 times 4, and another time 4 times 4. Cool. And congratulations, a little hamlet reached a population of 500 sims. I can now choose to change taxes, get loans, and I will need to provide garbage, healthcare, and education services. Alright, so landfill, medical school, medical clinic, and an elementary school. That's probably expensive, but I just got a cash bonus for upgrading. Let me pause the game and see how expensive these things are. A landfill, 4,000. Okay, that leaves me with 18,000. Clinic is 10,000. That leaves me with 8,000. And school is 10,000. So I would not have enough money for everything. I'm thinking the landfill is a must, and so is the clinic. The school can come later on. I will need to find an optimal place to put down the clinic and the school. Now here definitely not, this is where the sims come in from. Up here would not be a bad idea. I should choose a place where it's like a hub, because these industry buildings also can produce people who are injured, end up with people who are injured and need of medical assistance, so the medics should be able to get there, and this green on the roads will show you who has the access to that clinic which you are placing. As you can see, because I've separated my industrial from my residential so much, I would not be able to send services to both areas with just one clinic, so I have to choose just one. I could place it somewhere like this, and I think that would work out. Now again, I have to think about the placement of the building itself. Which road should the entrance and exit be? Because if I place it up here, and this is a one-way street, if you remember from my previous video, this is a one-way, it goes up to the industry. That means that I have to place my medical clinic onto this side, so that the entrances and exits will be onto this two-way. If the cars from the medical clinic have to go to the industry, they can use that one way, and they can go into the residential and commercial through the two ways. Now, the garbage dump. The garbage dump creates a lot of pollution and it spreads out quickly. So you need to make sure to put it somewhere away from your residential and commercial areas. For me, this portion of the city right here would be perfect for that. 12,000. I will need a two-way road to go down here. Let's see just how much space does the landfill require. I can keep on going with the road down here. Actually, I have an idea. If I were to turn it to go onto this side, how much space would that require? About this much, so the road can be where the tree is at. Let's try this out. All the way to the edge. Landfill. Ah, I missed it for a centimeter. Okay, rethink that. Go like so. Interesting. Okay. Should be straightened out now. There we go. Landfill at the edge of my city. Now I am down to just 6,000, but I am profiting at the moment. Now, which of these things need what? This thing does not require power or water. The clinic does not require power and water. Well, it seems to require power, and it seems to maybe require... Why am I asking that? It should say right here. There we go. Water capacity, electricity. Water requirement, electricity requirement. And what about the garbage dump? No water and no electricity requirements. Now, I could reduce the budget a little bit because my city is so small at the moment. That should give me a higher boost per week. I can check the public health. I have capacity for 100. Average health is 66%. That sounds... Nah, it's not connected to this. That's okay. Alright, 70%. Oh, it's going up because I have a clinic now. That care, that comes up later. Water. Oh, the water is going down. I will need to increase my budget for water. Let's say now up to 70%. And the power, it's also very close to being used up, so I should increase the capacity for that as well. Okay, that's excellent. I'm still in the green. That means I'm still running a successful city. I have a large demand for residential, and I can keep zoning a residential. Since I have achieved kind of a balance here, I just need to place the school once I have enough money. I think this is a good place to end this episode. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned. I'll be publishing more episodes very soon.